People from various ethnic groups reside in the United Kingdom. Migration from what are now the northern European states has been happening for millennia, with other groups such as British Jews also well established. Since World War II, substantial immigration from the new Commonwealth, Europe, and the rest of the world has altered the demography of many cities in the United Kingdom. History. Historically, British people were thought to be descended from the varied ethnic stocks that settled there before the 11th century. The pre-Celts, Celts, Romans, Anglo-Saxons, Norse and the Normans. Recent analysis indicates that the majority of the traceable ancestors of the modern British population arrived between 15,000 and 7,500 years ago, and that the British broadly share a common ancestry with the Basque people, although there is no consensus amongst geneticists. Official classification of ethnicity. The 2001 UK census classified ethnicity into several groups: white, black, Asian, mixed, Chinese and other. These categories formed the basis for all national ethnicity statistics until the 2011 census results were issued. Ethnic groups, 2011 census data. According to the 2011 census, the ethnic composition of the United Kingdom was as set out in the table below. Sources: 2011 census, KS201 UK ethnic group, local authorities in the United Kingdom, accessed February 21, 2014, note taken from ONS spreadsheet, due to question and response category differences in the country-specific ethnic group question asked in the 2011 censuses of the UK, some responses are not directly comparable. The UK output on ethnic group is therefore presented using a high-level classification as recommended by the ONS Euro Primary Standards for Harmonised Concepts and Questions for Social Data Source ESA Euro Unregistered Trademark. The correspondence between the country-specific ethnic group categories onto the UK classification is shown in the table below. Multiculturalism and integration, with considerable migration after the Second World War making the UK an increasingly ethnically and racially diverse state, race relations policies have been developed that broadly reflect the principles of multiculturalism, although there is no official national commitment to multiculturalism. This model has faced criticism on the grounds that it has failed to sufficiently promote social integration, although some commentators have questioned the dichotomy between diversity and integration that this critique presumes. It has been argued that the UK government has since 2001, moved away from policy characterised by multiculturalism and towards the assimilation of minority communities. Attitudes to multiculturalism. A poll conducted by Mori for the BBC in 2005 found that 62% of respondents agreed that multiculturalism made Britain a better place to live, compared to 32% who saw it as a threat. Ipsos Mori data from 2008 by contrast, showed that only 30% saw multiculturalism as making Britain a better place to live, with 38% seeing it as a threat. 41% of respondents to the 2008 poll favored the development of a shared identity over the celebration of diverse values and cultures, with 27% favoring the latter and 30% undecided. A study conducted for the Commission for Racial Equality in 2005 found that in England, the majority of ethnic minority participants called themselves British, whereas indigenous English participants said English first and British second. In Wales and Scotland, the majority of white and ethnic minority participants said Welsh or Scottish first and British second, although crucially they saw no incompatibility between the two identities. Other research conducted for the CRE found that white participants felt that there was a threat to Britishness from large-scale immigration, the unfair claims that they perceived ethnic minorities made on the welfare state, a rise in moral pluralism and perceived political correctness. Much of this frustration was vented at Muslims rather than minorities in general. Muslim participants in the study reported feeling victimized and stated that they felt that they were being asked to choose between Muslim and British identities, whereas they saw it possible to be both. See also, Academia Apulia, British people, Demography of the United Kingdom, Foreign-born population of the United Kingdom, Historical immigration to Great Britain, Immigration to the United Kingdom since 1922, Languages of the United Kingdom, Lists of UK locations with large ethnic minority populations, prehistoric settlement of the British Isles, references.